Could I ask you a question? This is a bit of fun, and of course it's feeding quite a lot of what the Arsenal fans are thinking at the moment. Why are Tottenham doing their thank you to their fans going around the pitch in their penultimate home game of the season? If you're a Tottenham fan, can you tell us why that happened? Would you not go around the pitch after your last home game of the season, not your second last?
Well, they might be doing two. They might be doing two.
So they're doing a Saturday one and a Tuesday one. Is it a different one depending on what day of the week it is?
There is a conspiracy theory that's going
Is
around.
it saying that they've checked out after this game?
I know. Arsenal fans immediately picked that one out,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
Oh, so that's it, is it?
Oh, it's all over now.
They really are on the beach.
They go straight to Heathrow. They go straight to Terminal 5, are they, after this?
I'd like to think, for the integrity of the league, that Tottenham will give it a right go
Of course
against
they will.
Man City.
Whatever the fans are thinking, of course the players will, yeah.
From a personal opinion, I think Tottenham, as a club, have got to forget about Arsenal and what they do.
Full stop.
It's nothing to do. It's about the end of your season, and you're up against the team that can win the title. And if you stop them and you can put in a performance, this to me is what you need to do for Tottenham. It's not about what you're doing for Arsenal. You need to do it for Tottenham.
Yeah.
And that's important to me. I
agree.
I think forget about Arsenal. That's irrelevant to you. It's out of your hands what they do. If they get beat by Man United and then you put in a performance against Man City, I just feel get this Arsenal thing out of your mind. Think about Tottenham as a club and where Tottenham need to go to and the people they need in and the performances.
And the fact they could still make the Champions League. Look, Aston Villa are down to the bare bones, as Harry Redknapp would say.
Yeah.
Tottenham's still got an outside chance of the Champions League here. I mean, Villa are crawling to the line because they've had so many injuries, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're
Olympiacos. They are.
There's every chance that Klopp wants to finish. Well, of course, Klopp wants to finish on a high with the last two games. Tottenham's still got an outside chance of the Champions League. So that's the priority.
Yeah, but also if they had no chance, I'd still be saying we go out and we'd play for our fan base. Not about Arsenal, it's about us. We're trying to win against the team that can win the title. That's what we need to do. I think that's the most important. Even though loads of Tottenham fans are big, and absolutely no chance, don't care about that. There will be.
No, but that's fine as well. So my point is, Tottenham fans can feel like that. Absolutely. Yeah. And in a way, look, part of the fun of football is the tribal nature of it. Of course it is. And you don't want, my enemy's enemy's my friend and all that sort of stuff. I do not want my rivals to win. Of course, I understand that completely. So the Tottenham fans can think, don't you dare beat Man City or even take a point off them. But the Tottenham players, in terms of their own pride and Champions League. And this is the other thing, Cass, is really important here. He said it this week, Ange Postecoglou. There's going to be a lot of churn at Tottenham this summer.
Yeah.
If you're a Tottenham player, you can't go out against Man City thinking, we can just chuck it in. Because you might not have a future at Tottenham then. That impacts upon you and your own employment and how much money you're earning.
Mark, I played over 600 games in my career. We never had one conversation about a game of, don't need to win it. Or not trying or whatever. Okay, I could name one or two games where we'd had promotion and we celebrated a bit too much that we were worse for wear.
Yeah.
That's not the case for Tottenham. Okay?
Yep.
So I've never been in that scenario where we've gone, do you know what, we don't...
Couldn't be bothered. No.
They're going to win it. I find that I just do not... I've never experienced that, and I don't know any players that have.
No, absolutely. Well, Tottenham got the win they needed yesterday against Burnley. They had to come from behind. That relegates Burnley. What about... is the conversation we had about Rob Edwards and Luton the same about Vincent Kompany and Burnley next season? Keep the squad together. Go again. I'm almost want to fast forward the conversation to if Burnley get back again, do they then have to change next time they're in the Premier League? But that might be getting ahead of ourselves a bit.
Well, I always think the best managers can be adaptable. They can find ways of beating the opposition. Look at the opposition if they can hurt you. Burnley have given too many goals away. Too many simple goals. Even in yesterday's defeat to Spurs, there was an incident in the game. Even their goal, you take their goal and watch it, it's absolutely brilliant football, their goal, but it's so precise. Doing that on a regular basis is impossible. It's literally every part of their goal is inch perfect for them to score. Now, if you think you can do that often enough, you can't. Also, you've given away too many opportunities trying to do that type of football. They are not as gifted as Man City, where Man City can do it way more often and give away the ball very rarely. Burnley give away the ball way too often. And they got to do that in the Championship. If you're going to go to Championship and you think, well, we've been to the Premier League, we've got promoted like this, you've still got to be good enough. There'll be teams around you that might go, do you know what? We can match you, technically.
Yeah. But I think you would imagine, though, the Vincent Kompany will want to stay and want to repeat what they did last season in the Championship and try and have another crack at this in the Premier League the season after next.
And Vincent Kompany will learn along the way about... how you manage in your career and different scenarios.
And how much you do have to adapt.
And he would have learnt a lot, Vincent Kompany, from this season. Yeah. And he will know next time, if they get promoted, that maybe we just can't do it. Because they've had some decent results in recent weeks, haven't they?
And the last couple of months, they were beginning threatening. Maybe they could pull it off.
Maybe they could. But they haven't, have they? So I think there's a lot of lessons learned this year for Burnley.
Weekend Sports Breakfast with Natalie Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. Sunday mornings from 6 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.